Yeah. Guys, we just sent out $6.3 million to our investors on Friday. So if I'm going bankrupt, I don't know what I'm doing sending out almost $25 million a year. Did you know that's how much we send to investors a year, Sabrina? No. We're gonna be in LA in probably 2 weeks. Love to hook up with you.
Yeah, bro, I'm down. Just let me know.
Okay, I'll send you a DM.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
You're the man.
Have a good one.
Peace. Corona for morones. Sabrina, what do you think about the coronavirus?
Sadly, I feel like it's all a scam. They're not going to tell us, though. Oh, you made us stay inside for 4 months? Ha! Oh, it wasn't even real. We still love it.
What is that? What is that thing?
I don't know what that is.
Are you smoking a cigarette? Or you giving peace signs? Blowing peace signs out to people?
I don't know.
It looks cool, though.
Yes.
This is my buddy right here. Are we buddies?
Yes, we're buddies.
Let's see here. Questions. Do you outsource construction on Reynolds? Yeah, we do. We outsource this from Hondros. Yeah, we outsource. We don't do the construction ourselves. I don't have a construction team. I don't want the commitment and the liability of a construction team. What are your thoughts on the recession and when will it kick in? Well, I was saying there was a recession in this country in probably as late as November last year. It's been, and I always say, look, man, the recession is always called long after it's been in effect. It's now been called for February. So the average American has been in a recession, a wage recession, for many, many years. And on top of the wage recession, meaning your wages are going down, not up, or they're flat, there's no growth. On top of that, your income, which is the big lie being told. Can you turn that TV off?
Yeah.
The big lie that's being that nobody sees right now is that the banking system is making prisoners right now. And I'm not saying this is a conspiracy. This is just a fact. You earn money. Let's say you earn $60,000 a year. The government's going to take at least 20 of that, state and federal government. And then you're going to take the 40 left over, try to live on that. Let's say you have 4,000 or 5,000 left over after that. You put it in the bank. You earn nothing. You're actually being penalized now to save money. So what are you going to do? You'll be forced to be like, I'm not earning anything. I just may as well go ahead and spend the money. Or you're forced to put the money in Wall Street. So they're actually forcing you where to put your money. Either consume it, either blow it. This is why people we're just making financial slaves now on this planet. So when interest rates go to zero, that is a reverse form of inflation. And your taxes are an invisible inflation, and a 0% savings rate is also a form of inflation, invisible inflation. Hello, Grant. How does a person that lost everything start over at 50 years old? Pete, look, you got to go to zero in your mind, and you got to start recreating. You got to do exactly what you would have done when you were 25, which is go out, hustle a job, money, dollars, and start reproducing that. I really started my whole career at 51 years old, so I know you can do it. Somebody here is looking for a rehab. Great rehab center is, what's the name of this in Oklahoma? Because they don't put you on medication there. What's the name of it? If you email email Sherry, SHERI, at grantcardone.com, the guy that asked about the rehab, SHERI. I'll get you the rehab center. I forget the name of it right now. GC, I'm trying to buy a complex in Delray, 400 units off market. I'll call your office and never heard back. Yeah, dude, because, you know, do you have the deal? Do you have control of the deal? If you have 400 units in Delray, there's probably a 99.9% chance I know about that deal already, but I'll look at it. Do we have a many Canadians investing with us? Yes, we do. Joseph said, I'll leave an incredible legacy. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. I hope the legacy is you guys doing well, succeeding, winning. I do not have a large amount of capital. However, I will be locked in as a pilot. Oops, it went away from me. Man, they go so fast.
Right.
We need to start working together soon. Carlos, let's do it, buddy. Carlos Reyes wants to start working together. Let's go. I'm ready. EJ, I could use your help. Okay. Okay, that's awesome. Shaya has 350,000 subs on YouTube. Congratulations. We should do something together. Play poker for a living, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay. Brendan, I don't know. Okay, go for it, bro. What's your opinion to buy a single family when rates are 3%? Reynolds, yeah, I like that. I just did a real estate course. We had 70,000 people register for a real estate course on how to buy single family right now. Last year I was saying, hey, leave the single family alone. If you can get an adjustment in your marketplace because of what happened with the shutdown on a house, and you can buy it for using the 1% rule, I would strongly, anywhere close to the 1% rule, if it's a great location, great schools, close to a Starbucks or Whole Foods, it's in good shape, you don't have to spend a lot of money on it, and you get a tenant, strongly encourage people to start doing that. What I like better than you buying a single family home is you investing in bigger projects, though, that are in good locations, good school systems, the cash flow. How old am I? How old am I? Should we
You know, we don't know.
We don't know how old
We don't know.
We don't
Because we were talking about this yesterday. Like, we don't know. We don't know.
Because we don't know because why? I'm one age, my body's one age, but my attitude is
An entirely
like a 9.
You're not. No, you're like 11 because you have the perfect sense of humor.
Okay. Because how old are you?
I'm 11 too.
Yeah.
With the perfect sense of humor.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, you know, Sabrina's growing up. She's growing up in a completely different way than I did. I grew up, I wasn't on a plane. I was telling somebody this story yesterday. I was doing a podcast. And they said, well, where were you when you were like 28? I was living with my mom at 28 years old. I just realized that the other day. I've never told that story. Broke? Uh-oh. What are you doing?
I'm sorry.
What? No. What? I'll fix it.
I'll fix it.
I'll fix it. Uh-oh. We lost our comments.
No, we didn't.
I was living with my mom at 28. I had no money. I don't know. Maybe I was still paying debt from college. I had no direction, no guidance, didn't know where I was going or what I was going to do. I never, ever imagined I'd have the life I have today. And just slowly started one day at a time, 1 week at a time, 1 month at a time, make a little money, save it, live like a pauper. Man, I mean, I lived like a beggar. Even when I had money, I spent like a beggar and I invested like a king. The 1% rule says for every $1,000 of rent, I would pay, I would be able to pay $100,000 for the property. 1% of the unit price would indicate my rent. I think 100,000, 1% of 100,000 is 1,000, right? Yeah. So it's the 1% rule. DCR. How do I explain DCR? If you guys haven't gotten my book, you can get it for free. CardoneCapital.com/book. CardoneCapital.com/book. CardoneCapital.com/book.
Cardone Capital forward.
CardoneCapital.com.
CardoneCapital.com/book.
Yeah, so you can get that book for free. You just take care of the shipping, or you can go to Amazon, pick it up. They'll ship it out to you for 15 or 16 bucks. The 1% rule says, hey, for $1,000 of rent, I pay $100,000 for the door. Now, I violate the 1% rule all the time because I'm buying massive properties that I know over time are going to be worth, if I'm paying 200 grand a door, I know I'm gonna sell that property for 400 grand a door, but check this out. I only paid 60 grand a door because of my debt. So I'm literally going to make $140,000 per every unit I sell is how we kind of calculate the deal. We don't know our age. Who knows age, dude, when we're spiritual beings that have been moving around the universe for who knows. I mean, I might be 63 trillion years old.
And I might be 64 trillion years old.
You could very easily be older than me. I mean, if you think about the possibility, the spirit, the individual, the being itself, come on, folks.
Does that mean I can watch the R-rated movies?
Really love you guys. Hope you're all doing well. We're pulling for you. My family's pulling for you. Sabrina, by the way, even though she lives a different lifestyle than I did when I grew up, she's still going to have to go out and do her own deal. She's still going to have to, no matter what I have, the fact that she's been on private planes and great houses around the world, certainly it's going to help her think in terms of possibility, but she's still got to go out and earn it, build her own brand, build her own work ethic, go through her own courage, create her own sense of self and confidence in self. I can't give that to her. So I can inspire, but anybody can inspire their kids. She's going to have to go out and actually do things that give her confidence about who she is. What have you been doing every day this week, by the way? At 10 o'clock in the morning.
I've been training.
Training for what?
Killing somebody one day. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But you're kickboxing or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm boxing.
Yeah, she's boxing.
And kicking, so I guess it makes kickboxing.
Kickboxing, okay. What is the date of the growth conference? The growth conference 2021 will be held in Mandalay Bay. Have you been to all of them?
I have.
How good are they?
They just get better and better. Like, oh, I just get better.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I just do it.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing that in Mandalay Bay. I was just talking to the, I'm not going to drop the name. So anyway, I was just saying, hey, we're going to be there February 2021. You can grab a growth conference seat now. They're really, really cheap. I think they're $4.95 right now. And it's, as we get closer to the event, they go up. There's some tickets there for 20 grand for sale. So depending on where you're sitting. What's up? Lakeland's in the house. Best tip for a 25-year-old real estate agent. You got to learn how to sell, prospect, follow up.
Who's been your favorite guest speaker at Transcript?
My favorite guest speaker is probably the interview I did with either Kevin Hart or Dana White.
They were great.
Yeah, they were just really, really easy interviews. Okay, really easy. We got along very well. It was just nice and fluid and easy. I got fish. You guys know the thing about me being most people misunderstood that I got fish.
What does that mean?
Well, there was a time when I had fish to sell and I didn't know anything about sales. So I would walk into people's offices and say, I got fish. And the point of that story was I sold all my fish with that one line. Number two, I got fish.
I got fish food.
No, I had real fish, red snappers for sale.
Yeah.
I got fish. I just caught some fish and I got fish and I sold all my fish. And the point of that story was, look, your pitch doesn't have to be great if you're willing to call on a lot of people. It's not about sales, saying the perfect thing. If you can fill the top of your pipeline, if you can actually build a business, which is about pipeline, it's about scaling. It's about what Google and Microsoft and Facebook and Amazon are doing. These are giant
companies.
Giant scalers. No, not just giant companies. They're giant mega scalers. Okay, they're scaling. I think they're going to spend $63 billion this year on infrastructure and research to scale, to figure out how to scale to another level. So if you guys would just, like, same thing with property, buying real estate. If you can scale, you don't need to know the right thing to say to somebody. I mean, you probably don't even have to have the right price point if you can scale enough. That was the point of, who wants fish? How should a realtor use social media? You should get in my mentoring program, my marketing mentor program, grantcardone.com/mentor, grantcardone.com/mentor. We have 6 weeks left. grantcardone.com/mentor, and we will show you every trick we use for social media marketing. I love you guys, man. I love you guys so much. You guys are the best.